Welcome to a 3-day, 2-night adventure. Me and my buddy Doug from the Pine Tree Line channel, we're out here. We paddled through the first lake, stopped along the way, had a bite to eat, drank some electrolytes, and now we're on to our only portage. I'm going to cross over to a next lake, a big lake. We're going to paddle it, explore it, fish it, hopefully some fish fries along the way. Welcome to the backcountry. Okay, this is double carry. This is my second load. So my first load was my main pack, and it's heavy. It really heavy. I bet you, I didn't weigh, but it's probably 50 pounds. Got a lot of stuff in there. And then this is my second load. I got a smaller pack. This is a hunting pack, and I got most of my camera gear and my fishing gear in this pack. So we're paddling through some marshlands, very shallow water. If I take my paddle and there we go, that's how deep it is from where my hand is to the end of the blade. So we're about 2 feet of water. And this is precisely why a lot of times I go on a little bit more of a trip versus just a quick overnight to a place that I'm familiar. If I'm going somewhere is a little bit further in, I tend to bring 2 paddles because my preferred choice is an otter-tailed paddle. That's what my preferred choice is, specifically a modified otter tail, and they're very long bladed and perfect for lake travel. But when you're traveling marshlands, you can't beat the beaver tail. So I bring both. That way there, if something should happen and I break a paddle, well, I got a backup. And at the same time, well, I have a paddle for every occasion. Alright, so Doug and I, we each caught a fish on our campsite. There's a shoreline right behind me. Beautiful, right? The water is nice and still, but the humidity level is just out to lunch. I'm just dripping wet. And now let me take you up to the top in this campsite. This is Crown Land, and this is a campsite that a lot of people have used throughout the years. And unfortunately, although beneficial, it's nice when individuals, me included, do things like build a table on a site. Unfortunately, you got other kinds of individuals who will leave their trash behind. Right there. So right there you see some tarps, some old pots and pans, a bunch of barbecuing grates, which is fine, right? Barbecuing grates, you can hang that in a tree. You find that everywhere in the bush here in Northern Ontario, everywhere you go. But the tarps, that's BS. You know, you packed it out, you packed it in, pack it out. Just crazy. My idea was to camp out here. Tomorrow pack out, go explore the lake, fish it, and camp it at a different spot. When Doug is leaning towards do the exploration and fishing all day tomorrow, but come back here, and then the following day will be a quicker commute out of here. And I'm kind of liking that idea. I think we're probably going to go with that. But now, time to fix up camp, pitch a tent. I'm sporting something new. I have an Alps mountaineering chair. I'm trying it out. Well, I tried it out at home, obviously, but it's the first time I use it out in the backcountry. This chair is like super sturdy. It's like rock solid chair. I really like it. It's a heavy chair, but that's what you got to do if you want something that's rock solid. So I'm glad to be trying it out this time on this outing.
Looking good, looking good.
Smells good too.
What kind of,
You can see one side of the pan was hotter than the other. Got about 2 cups.
Sure.
You want a treat?
Nice.
For being a good boy?
I was a good boy.
So you want a piece?
Got the freeze-dried lasagna all worked out. We both decided to have the same, we happen to have the same meal. And then grab a little fish to go with it. Oh, you got it. Mmm.
What do you think, Doug?
I'm more interested in the fish right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a very common reaction, but
Yeah, I know.
it's damn good.
Let's check out the lasagna.
Lasagna's good. Better than I thought it would be.
I've never had it.
Lots of cheese.
The Mountain House lasagna.
No?
And yeah, that is actually really good.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm impressed for a freeze-dried meal. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a do again. Guys, I know there's always a lot of cooking going on open air outdoors, but sometimes this is the way to go.
Yep.
And we did do some cooking after all. We do have some fresh caught fish right off the shoreline, right on our campsite, right in the pan.
Coffee at its best. Thanks, Mark. Top of the morning to you.
All right, we're just about to set off. I'm just waiting for Doug. He's getting geared up on the shore. I'm floating around here. And the conditions are absolutely amazing. Doug and I were just talking about how it was so fortunate that we did not change our plans. Originally, it was calling for nothing but rain all weekend long. And guys, you're gonna see in the camera shortly how beautiful it is out here. It still has just a light breeze. The water's like glass. The sky is blue. There's no rain anywhere to be seen here. Man, sometimes you just gotta follow your gut and just stick with your plans regardless of the weather. All right, I'm gonna bring you back on. I'm gonna head out into the open. I'm gonna get re-rigged with my line. I'll show you what I'm gonna be running for the first little bit here today. And we're gonna go chase down some fish and check out some nice scenery. Beautiful Northern Ontario. Okay, let's talk about a little bit of what I'm using here for fishing rig. Yesterday when I came on the lake, I was using this guy right here. So he's a spinner. And these are rigs that I make myself. Here in the north, they're all commonly called go-getters. And I really like them because they're multi-species. But today I'm going to start off with a more of a crankbait style. And here's what I'm using. This is Berkeley, and this guy, he's a floater. If I drop him in the water, he just floats. However, that huge spoon on the front of him, that makes him dive. So as soon as you start moving this guy, he tips down and he goes down. He's a diver. The more line you let out, the deeper he's gonna dive. Now you're gonna notice what I did with this one, there's a hook missing right here. So I got the treble hook on the back and the treble hook on the front is missing. I typically remove the unnecessary hooks, what I call unnecessary. A lot of times I will do that. I just find that having 2 and in some cases 3 treble hooks on a lure is really overkill. There's no need for that many hooks. So I will remove one. But you have to be careful when you do that. These lures are engineered, right? They're just not arbitrarily made and go for it. They're actually tested and engineered. And when they're engineered, they swim a certain way, taking into account the weight and the water drag of the hooks that are on them. So if you remove a hook from your lure, you may change the way that lure will work in its environment that it's supposed to work. So be careful. Sometimes you can't take them off because it ruins the action of the lure. Oh, and another thing, he's a rattler. And that's one of the reasons I'm going to use him, is I want that noisy rattler to get the attention of any unsuspecting fish down there.
See the sore on that thing? Or the bite?
Oh, he's got a growth.
Or something.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty gross, eh?
Yeah.
Oh wow, look at that.
It looks pretty fresh too.
I don't know, it looks like, yeah, it looks like his insides are coming out.
Yeah.
Hard to say what the hell's going on there. He's chunky. And I'm gonna need my pliers. I should have had my pliers ready, but I didn't. That was a good one, good fight. Fish on. Got good weight too. I'm guessing he's going to be a good sized pike. Kind of fighting like a pike. giving me a good run for my money, I tell you that. Oh man, he's really fighting hard. I'm starting to see him. Oh, I think it might be a big bass. Where is he? Nope. Yeah. Oh, he's a big bass. Oh. Come here, big boy. Oh my God, he's... Oh. Holy smokes, what a monster. Megalodon. Whew. Oh man, what a fight. My arms are feeling it. Oh, wait till you see this bad boy. Where's my pliers? He was well hooked. I'm happy because, oh man, I can't believe he didn't jump out of the water more than he did, because bass usually jump a lot out of the water a lot. But this thing is a monster. All right, you ready for this? Oh. Guys, I know it's very common. You put the fish close into the lens, makes it look huge, but this is 100%. If I hold him up, let me give you something to look at my arm, right? So look at the tip of my arm. Look at that. He reaches beyond my elbow. What a tank. Wow, what a tank. Well, that's gonna secure supper for sure. Just that one fish, the 2 steaks gonna come out of that one fish. There's plenty for Doug and I to eat with a side or whatever. So I'm gonna put him on the line, and so that's a smallmouth bass. And the thing is, for us here in Northern Ontario, in the north, our bass out here are good to eat. And I'm saying this because I've talked to a lot of people who are from Southern Ontario or even from the US. Through the years, I've spoken to a lot of people, and they would never dare eat a smallmouth bass where they come from. But here in the north, because we have colder waters, they're great eating, and Doug and I are gonna feast on this guy tonight, I guarantee it. Riley, that's not for you. No, you're not. That's not for you. Snack time. We're a long ways from camp, and this lake is absolutely massive, and there's no way we're gonna make it back to camp for lunch and then continue on with our day. The plan is just to get out here, spend the whole day exploring and fishing the lake, eat on the way, and then later, once we're content with what we've done out here, we'll paddle back home. Home being at a campsite. Woohoo! Well, sorry guys, I couldn't get the camera on fast enough. This fish was actually running towards me, and I had to reel up really fast, and I wasn't able to turn the camera on sooner to show you the fight that is. I really had to concentrate on getting this thing over to the boat, and things are getting better all the time here. I'll show you in a second here. What do I have? Mr. Walleye. Yes, sir. We got Mr. Walleye. Just a little guy. I'm going to say he's probably about 14 inches. And 14 inches is like awesome eating. Mr. Pike. Yeah, they're a good fight, really good fight. He's okay. Decent bass. You want to keep it? Okay, Doug says keep it. There you go. Oh! Oh, there's that bald eagle. I got a bald eagle following me. See the fish action going on. Oh yeah, oh, he's a big boy. Actually, big girl, probably. Oh, hang on, guys. Let me get the hook up. This is the biggest one of the trip so far. There we go. Okay, you ready? That's a nice one there. Oh, you see that? Pulling drag. It's not jumping out of the water. Reminds me of the last bass I caught. That's a pike. There we go. He just broke the surface. Hook set right in the corner of the mouth. Excellent. Hang on, let me see if I can grab him a little bit better here. There we go. He's good. Certainly not the biggest pike I've ever caught, but he was a lot of fun. I was really impressed by the pike he put up. Where is he? Am I tangled into you? No? Okay. I thought maybe your line was still here somewhere. Well, yeah, it is. It is too, actually. Look at the color on him, eh? Yeah, your line is...
It's the wrong line.
No, it's over on the fish.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, he snapped the line. No, yeah, your line is wrapped around the fish's head. Wow, that was a close call, dude. He snapped my lure.
He is big, man.
That was a good size one. But yeah, see, your line is actually still here.
Yeah, right.
Because when the wind grabbed us... Grab it, Doug. The line was wrapped around that fish. Well, then I swung back on top of your line. When I'm wrangling that fish, the wind blew me right on top of your line. Well, I held him in my hands. Does that count as I actually caught him?
Absolutely, you caught him. Wow. Yeah, he was still dark.
Yeah, he was a different color, that guy. But man, what a fight, eh? I can't believe I didn't snap my rod though when he thrashed and he went down like that. This rod should have snapped. Made it back to camp, obviously. The backdrop, well, beyond those trees over my shoulder is the lake. And enjoying a nice cup of coffee. It's been a long day out paddling. And yeah, wrangled some pretty good fish. Oh, eh?
Absolutely, yeah.
We wrangled some good fish out there. Had a few mishaps, but that's okay. We still have lots of blood. But now we're going to enjoy our coffee, and then we're going to slowly put together supper. And of course, we'll bring it back on when it's time to do that, because everybody loves a good fish fry. It was a long day out there, and this is a reward for it.
Yeah, but a good day.
Well, clearly it's raining. Doug and I came out here knowing that it was going to rain. It did not stop us. The forecast called for a pile of rain, and we rolled the dice, and we were quite pleased. We had a fantastic day on the lake yesterday, but now it's morning. We both had our coffee. It's time to shut her down. Everyone, I'm so happy you got to join me here on this adventure. Be sure to check out my others as well. See you guys on the next one.